Can the minister, the PS, the engineer, and all the contractors related to the Ministry of Culture, Youth, and Sports stand? Make sure I have representative from the EC Modern Design. GD's Construction and Supplies. Angad Ganesh. Morris Jeffrey Enterprise. Sit. Can the minister, the PS, is the minister back from tourism? Was the minister informed? Is the minister back? The minister of tourism back? Where is the PS? Where is the PS from tourism, industry, and commerce? Who is here from the Ministry of Tourism, Industry, and Commerce? Marcia, the minister was out of the country. Did anybody contact the PS? You contacted the PS? Is there any representative from Builders Hardware? Shaukat and Sons. Shaukat and Sons. Mark Jr. Okay. The minister, PS, engineer, human services. You're the PS. You're the engineers. Where's the minister? Where is the Minister of Human Services? Not here as yet. Well, that is why, there's a reason why I call this meeting at 5:30. Because for these projects to be completed require effort. Porsit Construction. Ministry of Education. PS, Minister, PS, Engineers. Swing this camera around here. How many engineers you have, PS? I can't be one engineer. The head of the engineering department got to be here. So why you sitting down? Let your project staff stand up. Who is the head of your engineering department? Who is your lead engineer? You're an engineer? Who is the lead engineer? And who are the engineers assigned to these projects? Where are the consultants? Because all of them getting fired, you know, not only the contractors. Charles Ramjajan Contracting. And he have no representative in Georgetown? Really? Human Construction. That is what y'all taking the excuses from these people all the time. How does collect payment? At the region? How do they collect payment, PS? Answer hard. I want the country to hear. They come to the Ministry of Education to collect payment, but they can't come to a meeting where they're behind on project. Heyman Construction Services. Were they invited? Okay. Making notes, eh? Antrac Engineering. So, engineer, you try to get Antrac, and y'all can't get a contractor? No, put your hands down properly and speak to me, man. You spoke to him yesterday, and you invited him to the meeting. So, P.S., how you said you can't get in contact with him, and look, your engineer is right here saying he spoke to him. Look, your engineer, this is an engineer. He's not working outside the ministry. Did he report to you? He don't report to y'all? You're the head of the engineering department. Did he report to you? So imagine the president is calling a meeting in national interest to deal with all of these contractors who have delays. And nobody would sit with the staff to check on this. It's absolute. If the engineer contacted him, then it's clear he has no interest. KNS General Construction.
Mr. President, we tried to make contact with him up to this morning and we were not unable to make contact.
You're the consultant?
Yes.
And you're unable to make contact with your contractor? Do you have a staff on the site supervising this project?
Yes.
Did your staff work yesterday?
Yes.
And the contractor work yesterday?
Mr. President, we were informed about a meeting at 5:30 yesterday afternoon, and only then we were trying to start making contact with him, and we were unable to. We tried to make contact with his staff.
What time the consultant was informed? Yes? What time you spoke with the consultant? Speak now, because that is why I want everybody to hear. Tell me what time you spoke with the consultant. Because what is happening here is a reflection of poor work. The lying from the consultants, the missing of deadlines, is just for one meeting, is a reflection of their approach to the work on the ground. That is why you're having delays. You're telling me you're a consultant. You're supposed to be on the site every day. Yesterday, your consultant, your staff, and the contractor was on the ground together working, and you can't get a message to them as a consultant? That is KNS? What is the name of this consultancy? Huh? Origin? A. Organson and Son.
We didn't make contact with him.
So this ministry made contact with nobody. This ministry none of the contractors can stand up to now from this ministry. That is why we're where we are. You're the consultant again. You can't make contact with the contractor.
We didn't make contact with the contractor, sir. Right, the proprietor himself is out of the country, but he promised to have a representative here. I'm not able to say where the representative is. But we didn't make contact with him.
So let me explain to you how project management goes, because I did it myself. You're the consultant. You're paid by the state to represent our interests. You came understanding that the president has a meeting this morning. I called this meeting at 5:30, not because I don't have anything to do. It's because of the concern that I have for these projects that are more than 4 months behind schedule. You came, what time did you come to the meeting? You're the consultant. You're supposed to be here before the contractor. And if you had any courtesies or even any respect for your own capability, the first thing you'd have done was to check if your contractors are here.
We did check, sir.
And did you call him?
Again, sir, we tried to make contact with the proprietor of the company.
No. You came this morning, you checked. Did you check this morning? Did you call him this morning when you came here and did not see him?
No, I didn't.
So that is the point I'm making. It's a laissez-faire approach to this work. You're the consultant. You came this morning. You did not see the contractor who is supposed to be here under your supervision. You didn't pick up the phone and call. R&D engineering service. Another contractor in this sector. Where's this contractor engineer?
It's the same scenario, so we made contact with the proprietor.
And it's the same consultant. It is clear. It's the same consultant. The same consultant, the same problem, you can't make contract. I'm sure you're not on the site doing the work.
Mr. President, they aren't currently on site doing any work, so we were unable to reach out to our representative. This morning.
But you all submit this to me. But this information on those who are 4 months behind, the contractors, was submitted to me by your ministry, Priya Manichan. You had preview to this, Priya Manichan. And you should have said in your preview to this that the contractor is not behind. Supreme Contracting. No, the representative is there. AS Construction. Who is AS Construction? Why is AS not here? What?
So His Excellency is construction. When I spoke with him yesterday, he said he would be here, but he was coming out of Guyana.
Is this contract terminated?
Yes, His Excellency.
So why is this on the list? If it's terminated, it's terminated. No. These people who are bidding, and let me say this very clearly, who are bidding just low to get the contract and can't complete the contract, there is nothing like forfeiting the contract. There is something called forfeiting the bond. And I hope the accounting officers are doing that. Contracting and putting in a bid is serious business. Because when you don't complete the work, you're holding up an entire nation. So you can't bid at a price you can't do the work and then believe you can just forfeit the work. It don't happen like that. It don't happen like that. Singh and Son. GemCorp Engineering. Where is GemCorp Engineering? Who is the consultant? You're engineer, so what is the position with GemCorp?
Your Excellency, there is no consultant. There's internal management. We have an engineer.
And did you make contact with the contractor?
The engineer that dealing with the supervision of that project would have made contact.
This is what is happening. The passing of blame. You're the lead engineer. All your engineers are under you. You're the head of the projects department. And that is what collapses the system. No one taking responsibility. It's passing the buck. That is why, as president, I have to meet with these contractors now. Small projects. I have a million things to do because of the blame game, the passing of the buck. That is why I asked, the first question I asked, whether the project engineers are here. You hear the excuse now? Not me as the lead engineer. I give it the task to a project engineer. And did he report to you?
Yes, we spoke last night and we spoke several things on the project updates. And
No. What did he inform the contractor to be here?
Your Excellency, that was not related to me.
So imagine your single instruction was to get the contractors here. You spoke to him on several matters last night, and you didn't ask, this is a man under your supervision. This is what you all are accepting in this ministry. You didn't ask this person under you whether the man was invited to the meeting. As president, I have the presence of mind to understand that I have to ask you this, but you didn't ask. P.S., you see the problem you have? Your problems start in-house. There is a total lack of commitment. I'm being very frank. Today I'm not here to massage anything. Priya, you see your problem? A total lack of commitment. And if y'all continue to allow it, we won't get any success. All the contractors that was invited from your sector, one is here. Next ministry. Ministry of Local Government. The contractor for the city hall. This is the only contract you have behind schedule. In all the regions and everything, don't make me where is the PS? Where is the PS? At the gate. He's at the gate because he came after 5:30. That's why he's at the gate. Because he came after 5:30. Who's the other technical staff in this ministry? You're the head of the engineering department? Huh?
I'm the project manager of City Hall.
So you don't have any other engineers in this ministry? Oh, he's at the gate with the PS too. The head of the engineer is at the gate with the PS. That is why these projects can't complete. The gating. What is the name of the PS? No, I announce it at the country. Miguel Chukan. What is the name of the engineer? What? Satrahan Not. And I want you to be clear with me, Minister, the two ministers. You're saying to me that in none of the regions you have any contract that is beyond 4 months, that is 4 months beyond the project completion date. Because if I ever find it, any project in the region, 4 months, I want you all to answer carefully. 4 months beyond this completion date, I will say the two ministers confirm that there is none. Okay. I don't want to feel anything. I know what I'm saying. I want to know, I know what I'm saying, and I'm saying I'm going to hold the two of you accountable. Because if you're telling me that, I have to rely on my ministers. Somebody call him the REO of Region 6 for me. So, somebody call the REO of Region 6 for me. Let's make some test case. And Region 10. Ministry of Housing and Water. Where is the head of the engineering department? What? PS? What time was the head of the engineering department invited here? And he is where? Oh, that is what y'all, that is why it is where it is. What is the name of your of the head? I want you to announce it hard. Where is the head of GWI? inform you. As ministers now, I want you all to find out who gave you wrong report, because Port Moran School is behind schedule, more than 4 months behind schedule. So I want the name of the person who, the technical staff, who misguided this meeting. Y'all find out, I want to know who gave you all this information, the two ministers. So your head of project is not here. Your head of GWI is not here. It speaks to your performance, PS. It speaks to your performance. You are responsible for this sector and the minister. Is this a normal occurrence, Minister? I want all these technical people who are not here to be written to before 6:30 this morning. Erolal, Eagle Construction, Eagle, were they invited? You spoke to them? But you don't even know. When last you spoke to the project director? You spoke to him 20 minutes ago. You spoke to the project director 20 PS. You spoke to the project director 20 minutes ago. PS. It's the wrong person you are bluffing. You spoke to the project director 20 minutes ago. No. Come on, man. Yeah, don't play semantic. Not this morning. I'm not in the mood. Did you speak to the project director 20 minutes ago? Did you speak to the project director? Y'all hear that the PS told me that he spoke to him 20 minutes ago, right? Romel Construction. So none of your contractors here. But that's a reflection of what is happening. Because if the engineers are not turning up on time, the contractors will not turn up on time. If the consultant is not turning up on time, the contractors will not turn up on time. That is just how it works. It's a systemic cultural problem that must change. Ashley, this is the result you get on your monthly meeting. And I don't want semantics this morning.
No,
and words. It's yes or no. Is this the response?
There are instances where contractors don't come. I had that experience recently when I had a meeting with the Ministry of Home Affairs where a number of contractors did not.
And what about the technical people? They come late?
Generally, they turn up for the meeting, sir.
When last you went to a meeting to the Ministry of Finance on projects? I tested it right here, When last you went? You can't remember? And this is a monthly meeting? This is a monthly meeting and you can't remember. I'm just, I am not here to play this morning. Superior General Contracting. Next contract. No contractor here from housing as yet. Ramcol Construction. Excel. JS. M&P Investment. Colin Talbot. Colin Talbot. F&B Project Management. M&P Investment. Tipui Guyana Inc. Calco. Or Calico. AGM. Pacific Development. Pacific Development. Anybody here? Next one missing. Aztec. Aramco. Dundas. Builder Supplies.
Present Chief.
Forest. So why the name on the list? Why didn't tell the ministry? QA. Cedar. But you know, this is not your full list. Hello. This is not your full list. Marlon, you know me long as minister. You think you can bluff me? This is not your full list. I can prove a point to you. Jeffries is here. He is 4 months behind many of your GWI project. I'm telling you, he is 4 months behind many of your GWI project. Agreed? I'm asking you, agreed? Why you can't speak to here? GWI is GWI, you came here as the head. I'm telling you, he is more than 4 months ahead. Kisoon, next one. I visit the communities, that's why I can tell you. So who representing the hinterland? P.S., look at you again. It's you again. This is a reflection on your performance. We got 2 ministers in this ministry. It's you again. Because I can tell you, Kisoon, Jeffries, the other company, what's the other one name? The hinterland one, are all 4 months behind. Morris Jeffrey, I just said Jeffrey. You don't know this, call it Chandramutu. You don't know this, minister. You accept this list, you know. I told you all to get the correct list. You, the ministers, accepted this list. The ministers accepted this list. Ministry of Public Works. Minister, PS, engineers. Kira's Engineering. International Import and Exports. Arbasu. Yadram and Sons. Breckenridge Construction. P.S. Were they invited? So where are they? Curatorium. Next one, not Bishop, this is your problem, you're in there. So you have no representative in Georgetown. This is what you're telling me? That's what he said. That's what you're telling me? Who are you, the engineer for the project? Oh, so you see the need to defend him. This man don't collect money from the office and from the ministry. When you get paid, you ever late for his payment? Oh, just checking. Bridget Construction, is it? Where are they? You have an excuse for him too, engineer? Okay, no now. Bridget Construction, another one. King Kong Construction. Brick and Mortar Construction. K&K. H. Norton Sons. R. Razak Business Enterprise. Where are they? DNR Construction and Machinery. Singh and Sons. INR Construction. INR Construction. Where are they from? Yes, where is INR? Premium Asphalt. Another one missing. Valves. VR Construction. SRT. Singh and Son. SRT not here too? This is a reflection of you in OPS and Ron. At the end of the day, it falls at your footstep. I keep telling y'all, pull your staff in line, discipline them. Don't I say that, Ron? You see how they embarrassed you now? BRT, SRT contracting. Guy Biz. Erolal. GemCorp again. And these are the ones who are absent. You could tell. Charles Ramlagan Contracting. Here? You want to make an excuse for him? Huh? Oh. A&E. Jory. Ideal Engineering. Ideal Engineering. Not here too. Vishal Trucking Service. In the NHL, y'all see what's going on in your sector? Y'all see what's going on in your sector? Imagine what the community are going through. Imagine what the communities will go through. Morris Jeffrey again. Every sector you got problem in. And Gem Corp. Those names are repeating themselves. Next ministry. No, sorry. Oh, you still got problems. Hussein. J. Hussein. Keola Construction. Missing two. Huh? Builders Hardware. S. Singh. Maurice Joseph. A&G Construction. Here? Are they where? At the gate? You want to go try bring them? Oh. What time was the meeting? Yes. Oh, so they're not at the gate. They're not at the gate. They're late. Like the project. The way you're answering is a reflection of what is happening on the project. Your defense are ready for the contractor. They're at the gate. Not that they were invited 5:30 and they're late. They're at the gate. Diamond Construction. Excel Construction. Chevron Contracting. Chevron Contracting. MK Contracting. Huh? What? Oh, yeah, you get it right. Coastal Construction. SNS Construction. SNS Construction. BDE Recycling. RT Construction. RT Construction. They're not here? You're taking notes, right? Yes? RL Construction. They're here? Okay. Kioma. SBW General Construction. Pacific Service Systems. Golden Edge. Golden Edge Trading. Golden Eagle. Huh? You present? RL, well, good. Sit. Make sure the letters, 6:30, the letters must go off to all the contractors who are not here. Contractors, engineers. Telecommunication system development. Yes, King, stand up. Avinash Construction. Ministry of Health. Yeah, you can say it. That's the two projects. Ministry of Health. Where's the PS? Where's your engineer? Emerald General Contracting and Distributors. QA Civil Works. They were advised, who advised them to stand down? This is another regional project here, Anand. You said that they're all on schedule. Who advised them to stand down?
He said his ministry or his PS told him to stand down. Region 10. I spoke to them yesterday at 2:30.
I just want the minister to understand how your technical staff would embarrass you. C solution.
Late yesterday afternoon, we were told it was terminated by the REO. This is a regional project.
And you didn't know. The PS didn't know it was terminated.
Told me late yesterday afternoon. I didn't get to
So
get
if
it
I
to
didn't
Marcy.
call this meeting, you would have been told.
I visited a week ago, Mr. President, and we tentatively agreed.
Huh?
I visited Region 1 a week ago, and he was planning to do it, but he only confirmed yesterday.
But if I didn't call this meeting, you don't know. And this is not all your projects that are more than 4 months behind schedule. PS, I'm going to ask you a very straight question. I don't want no bluffing.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, you will feel the pain if you lie to me. Are these all the projects more than 4 months behind schedule?
The only one we can cover here is probably the 2 hospitals that we believe is at risk.
I'm asking you a very simple question. Are these all the projects more than 4 months behind schedule? The Minister of Finance is going to answer you just now.
I can
Because
only-
if I go and find more projects behind schedule, I'll ask you to remove yourself from the situation. Are these, a simple question, yes or no? Simple answer. Are these all the projects more than 4 months behind schedule?
The simple answer would be no based upon the hospitals.
I ask you a simple question. Are these all the projects more than 4 months behind schedule? Yes or no?
No.
Are these all the projects more than 4 months behind schedule? Engineer, I want to hear you. So why aren't the rest here? You accept this, you know, Minister, and you know better. Because you visited some of the communities with me.
I said to the peers up to yesterday that those regional projects, although they're on the local government, we should include them on the list because there are several regional projects that are behind schedule. And also we have the Barmet project, which is behind schedule.
I know all the projects that are behind. That is why I keep asking the ministers a direct question. Don't stop this defense of what you are getting. So, engineer, why you didn't put all the projects on the schedule? You defending anybody? Ministry of Labor. Where's the minister? Out of the country. NK Enterprise. Huh? Late. Ministry of Home Affairs. Where's the PS? How many projects you have that are more than 4 months? And I know you have at least 6. So why aren't the 4 listed here? I have Ministry of Home Affairs. I have well, let me see. Sorry, let me see over here. Let me see if it continues over here. This is the report we have. Up to when, Marcy? Up to what time? Okay, yeah. Dundas. Satar Mohammed. DNF Construction. DNR. Oh. Let me give you all this list now that need to be written to. Mac, y'all didn't write the technical people name. Where's Mac Person? I need all the technical. Sit, Minister Ben. Mahadio. From Mahadio D Investment. MK Contracting. M&D Investment, sorry. MK Construction, Contracting. Gemcor. Luke Veneer. What does that person do in the ministry? From the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Curtis Veneer is an engineer, sir.
Well, you say Luke here.
There's no Luke
Well, he's late too, eh?
Yes, he was at the gate.
So, good. So make sure I'm just confirming the letters now. This is who late. I'm not talking about who absent. Hussein. Logistics is Hussein Logistics. Reliance Inc. SRT Contracting and General Supplies. Ideal Engineering. The PS Chukang. Cans Enterprise. A&G Construction. All these technical staff. Hollingsworth, Ministry of Public Works. Ragnath, Ministry of Housing, Anthony Ragnath. Rajnath, Ministry of Public Works. Denita Crandon, Ministry of Public Works. Marvin Minkum, Builders Hardware. Jamal Joe, Public Works. Parmesh Parsurtam, Ministry of Home Affairs. Desmond Peters, Public Works. Kamal Williams, Public Works. Jory Construction. Vishal Trucking. C&B and Associates. Champ and Sons. Kester Hines, Ministry of Public Works. Tracy O'Neill, Bright Construction. Pacific Service System. Ryan Amjad, Ministry of Public Works. Nizam Ramkisoon, NK Enterprise. AS Construction, Sawa Investment. And Ministry, Adrian Allen, Ministry of Education. Those who are late at the gate, make sure you let it go now. The rest are absent. The rest are not even late. They are absent. Now, let me be very clear with you. There is absolutely no excuse for these delays. Has any of these projects been completed from the time this list was completed to now? Is there anyone here who is objecting to their name being on the list? That is, their project is, in their estimation, is not more than 4-month delay. You're objecting? 2 persons. So let me hear you. Come first. No. Get a mic. Where you get... Yes. Let me hear your objection. Where are you from? Which company?
Eastern Construction Service.
Yes.
I'm from Wickenham, but I got a project in Perico.
Yes.
There's a guy, he's a other contractor building a drain at the side. And I never get a go ahead until now from the engineer.
Okay. Who is the engineer for this project? Stand up, stand up. Did you give him the go-ahead?
No, Mr. President.
Huh?
No, Mr. President.
So why is he on the list? I told y'all going to be embarrassed. If the contractor did not get the letter to commence work, how are you classifying as dealer? This is how y'all taking advantage on people.
President, the instructions we received in preparation of this report is to state all projects, regardless of whatever the situation is, that has not started, and that's why it's on the list.
No, no, no. Who gave you that instruction?
My program manager, Mr. President.
What was the instruction that you got from HL? What is the instruction you gave? Beyond time. But this man time didn't start yet. Yeah, but this man, you can't. You know, you're an engineer. You're the head of the department. How the man completion time would be in effect if he didn't get a start time as yet? If the project is 6 months, and the man didn't get a start date as yet, how you count his completion date? This is not requiring no engineering science. Robson, you hear what I hear, man? The man didn't get a commencement letter yet. But I can't even. And you think that you should, there's the explanation you should give. Ron, I expect better than you. Next contractor. Let me hear you. Yeah, you're going to stand up one at a time. The next one over there, who had an objection? Yeah, what's your objection now?
Mr. President, I would have only signed my contract a month and a half ago. Also, I haven't received a commence order letters yet.
Which is the contract?
BDE Recycling for number 1 canal.
Which contract is this? Number 1 canal. Who's supervising this? PS, you understand what's going on in your ministry? I asked 4 months beyond. The man didn't get the commencement letter yet.
Mr. President, on the oversight visit, commencement order was issued to the contractor.
Did you give a commencement letter? I told y'all project management requires writing. You hear what the man explanation is? That's what you can use in the court. Did you give a commencement letter as is required by contract? Yes or no?
Yes.
The man said he gave you the commencement letter.
No, His Excellence. No commence order letter.
Don't lie to me. Did you give I'm asking for the last time, because if you can't produce a letter with a signed acceptance, we can get a problem. Don't lie at these meetings. Did you issue the commencement letter?
Yes, Mr. President.
A letter?
A commencement order.
Man, y'all see why I gotta go through?
Neither one.
This is why you can't sleep at night. I'm gonna ask you, P.S., you better help this young man, you know. Was a commencement letter issued?
Yes, Mr. President.
A commencement letter, a signed letter was issued. What date was it issued? P.S., go through it there, you got 5 seconds. And I want you to get a copy of the commencement letter, and y'all don't. I can hold the PS responsible for this now. PS, was a commencement letter issued?
Yes, sir.
Who signed for receiving it?
I don't have a course. You signed for it. I don't, but it was sent to the contractor authority.
What date?
September the 30th.
September the 30th, a letter was sent to you.
I haven't received any, Mr. President.
Show him the letter. You ain't gonna bluff me too, you know.
I haven't received any commence
No.
order.
You ain't gonna bluff me,
Remy, I haven't got it.
right? Yes. No, take the mic, because when they stand up here, I want the public to see them. They ain't gonna bluff here.
Mr. President, 2 days, I think, ago, there was a major dispute between this contractor and this engineer. There's bad blood between them, terrible bad blood, that is affecting our project management. I had a meeting with both of them, sir. I'm just saying that's what it's
That's how
worth.
we manage a project, by bad blood. Man, Minister, I don't expect you to tell me, get up and tell me that. That is the government projects can't be managed between bad blood, between the engineer and the contractor. So I am going by the letter, the 30th of September. But even if the letter was issued the 30th of September, he is not 4 months. I asked for 4 months beyond. Why is he on the list, PS? You got another project you're behind on?
No, sir, that's just...
So why is he on the list? But it was only issued on the 30th of September. I keep telling the ministers, the PSs, you have to go by, this is basic project management. Ministers, y'all don't keep their weekly meeting? Next contractor. What's the name of your company?
A&E Construction
A&E,
and
yes.
Services. It's Moroboy in Region 8. The project is to be completed by December. I am working, so I don't know why I'm here.
So who is the engineer? Huh? So why they were invited?
Mr. President, we received an instruction that all projects that were stalled at least 2 months or projects that were 4 months beyond their completion date.
Yeah, is she 4 months behind?
No, they were stalled before.
No, 4 months beyond the completion date. 2 months where there is no work, or 4 months. So did you work in the last 2 months? Kester, did she do any work in the last 2 months?
No, sir, they've recently started up, within the last month.
Ma'am, did you work? Did you work? Give her the mic. Yes, ma'am, tell me.
Yeah, within the last month I started doing some work. I have equipment on site and they're working.
So who can verify? When last did the ministry visited your site? No, you answer. You're the contractor. When last did the ministry visited your site? Why are you watching him?
Last month.
And when they visited your site last month, were you on the site?
No, I wasn't.
Who was on the site?
The persons that are doing the road.
And were they working when they visited?
Well, they were now getting equipment up and getting everything as they should.
Who visited from Public Works? You? Yes, sir. Huh?
The regional engineer, Wendell St. Pierre, he visited on September...
Is St. Clair here?
St. Pierre, he's based in Madio. He couldn't, well, not he couldn't make it out, but he's
So
based
you
in
will
Madio.
finish your project? No, I said you will finish it. Next contractor. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, Excellency. My project is not behind, it's stalled.
Yeah, well, it's stalled. Why it's stalled 2 months now?
The manufacturer had told us 6 weeks, and it ended up...
No, when you bid for a project, you got to take all of that variable into consideration. If the project is stalled, I will have a word just now to tell you what will be your outcome. Okay? Next. This is not excuse forum. Yes, the guy at the end, then you.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Yeah, good morning.
SNS Construction is
Yeah.
represented. We didn't receive a comments letter as well from...
Which project?
Canal 1. SNS Construction.
Canal 1, who is the engineer? Stand up again, you see? It can't be that all the contractors are. No. Listen, that is the attitude maybe you have with the contractors. Did you issue a commencement letter? Very simple question. When did you issue the commencement letter? So all these contractors, you saying you issued commencement letter to, and none of them ain't got it. You sure you didn't issue commencement letter in the file? And not to the contractor? Who is Shafiq? You went on the site? Can you verify a commencement letter was issued? You took the letter? You took the letter directly to them?
Yes.
Who you gave it to them?
Mr. Joseph Assad.
The same guy?
Yes.
No, can you sit down? Who asked you to stand? Hello? Where you believe you're in here? No, I'm talking. By we gone. What are you telling me by? So you give. Well, that's not the case here. You're dealing with a separate contractor. Did you give this contractor his standing the letter? So we are telling me. And Ron, based on the contract management, tell them what's supposed to happen when you deliver a letter. What is supposed to do? Who is receiving a letter? Huh? No, take the mic and tell your staff. Because when this project go to court or in litigation, all of this got to be in place. Tell them what's supposed to happen.
Commencement letter should be signed, or at least if that is not done, a photograph should be taken of the presence of you delivering the letter.
Exactly.
Or it should be signed.
The photograph is even more substantive of you handing over the letter. But at minimum, you don't notice that it's supposed to sign on receiving the letter? PSs, y'all don't notice? No, let's PS stand. Y'all stand up, PSs. I want y'all answers so people can hear. Y'all don't notice?
Yes.
So why aren't the staff implementing it? Vladimir, why aren't your staff implementing it? Sit down. Next contractor, you. Yeah. Give him the mic.
Morning. My project was hold up because the construction of a bridge had to go where my project are constructed in IFLOT. There is a road.
So is this the case or is the engineer? What's the name of your company?
My company?
Yeah.
Excel Construction and Maintenance.
Is this the case, engineer? All right, so it's simple. If this is the case, why was he invited? He has other project? Yeah, but you're not listening. If the project time can't start, if he yeah, but you're the engineer. You have to exercise judgment. If you know the contractor had to stop because of a legitimate reason that we are justifying, then the contract time stops. Isn't that the case? Next. The guy at the back.
Good morning, Mr. Excellency. I haven't received a commencement letter because I was told MP Tab had some problem with the contract.
What's the name
Brick
of it?
and Mortar Constructions.
What?
Brick and Mortar Construction.
No, which project?
Oh, the bridge at Tushan, over Tushan.
No commencement letters yet. Is that the case? Yes? Who is the engineer here? Yes. I expect better from you, you know. You long in this work.
Yes, sir. So the reason why he didn't receive a commencement was because we never got back the bills from...
So why is he here?
Mr. President, let me just say that...
Get back the bills from where?
From MPTAB. So the contract was never really fully compiled. This is among some other issues, but a lot of the contractors here are here because we were told to bring everybody who's behind time. The projects that his project's supposed to be ending on the 5th of November along with a few other bridges.
Yeah, but if y'all not listening, if they don't have a commencement, how come this is This is where the problem is. Y'all accepting this nonsense for excuses. Next contractor.
Morning, Diamond Construction. We get road in I flood, but waiting by the contractor to complete the bridge too.
The what?
I get the road in I flood for the waiting for the contractor to complete the bridge.
So this is the same problem?
60%.
Same problem again. Why y'all bring these people with the same problem? Next.
Good morning, Mr. President. Got a project in number 1, Conservancy Dam. The engineer told me that they're waiting on approval from Ministry of Agriculture in order to go ahead. That's the dam.
Who is this?
Coastal Construction.
Ron, where is this now? Give Ron the mic.
So, Mr. President, we have a road that is being built very close to conservancies, on the conservancy dam at number 1. So we have to do the survey.
Lionel, this is the road I talked to you about?
Chief, this is the one where the other houses by the thing.
That's the one when we visited. Yes. So which one is this? You know about this, Lionel? So how you also engaging
No,
the
Mr. President, we are now doing the surveys to forward it to NDI because on the toe of the conservancy dam.
How long now you waiting, why? How long? Tell me. In there, you live over there. 6, 7 weeks, you know how those people suffering. And 6, 7 weeks, y'all waiting to make a decision like this? NDIA not even informed up to now. By the way, I ain't seen Ministry of Agriculture on this list. Oh, where is the PS? So where is Ministry of Agriculture? Give me the list. So how, what am I doing here too if you didn't even get a commencement yet? Ministry of Agriculture. Adamantium. Yeah, I think you had to escape, eh? No, the contractor. Adamantium. STP investment. This STP, you behind a lot of project, why? MP investment. Kedar Prasad. Huh? So why you stand up for MP investment? Huh? Whoa. Who are you, the engineer? And you representing both company? So you're putting bids to both company? What? So isn't that a conflict of interest? How you representing two master? So how do you decide which one is going to be lower than the other? This is interesting. Y'all see contractors were going on with y'all life? When y'all is asked how come y'all get beat out? This is interesting though. Like how you just decide which one of them will be lower than the other? You're brave though. I'll give you credit for that. Kedar Prasad. Deal. See that? NK Engineering Services. Faisal Ali. Orion Engineering. And not here. And Elalsa Construction. So then he's not supposed to be on the list. So we withdraw him from the list. Now, this is not your full list. Zulfi, this is not your full list. This is not your full list of projects more than 4 months beyond. Is this your full list, Lionel? Well, you will know. Ask your regional engineer. I can show you your full list, you know. This is not your, is this your full list from Region 3 of project beyond 4 months?
Beyond 4 months, yes. For now one, I know you're specific.
Yes.
For now one is October 12th. We're extending up to October.
So it's not 4 months. You're sure? No. So they were extended. Once the extension is granted, the new project date is changed. You can't deal with that. All right, y'all sit. Now, let me explain something to. According to all the good books, it's 6:42. Let me give you all a little daily prayer. According to all the good books, you can never be successful if you don't condition your mind to be successful. And there are certain basic things necessary in conditioning your minds to be successful. I'm not going to go into faith and all of these things. But the first thing is positivity. What type of energy you demonstrate? From this very meeting, the approach of some of the contractors and engineers tell me that the right balance of energy is not existing for an effective project management environment. If you don't have the right structure, organization, the right attitude, you're starting negatively because you're not conditioning your mind. And let me tell you, conditioning your mind is important in preparing your companies for success. If you're late, your company can be late. I asked for this meeting at 5:30. I was down here at 5:22. Well, down here. I was up there at 3 a.m. this morning. At 4:30, I was speaking to Gaisuku. 4:30 a.m. this morning. Many people might say, you're the president, why you have to get, why? Because if you don't demonstrate the discipline and the commitment at the level of the ministry and the level of the contracting, you're not conditioning yourself for success. It makes no sense you waking up at 7 o'clock to start bringing down sand from the highway because you will lose productive time. You will gain far more bringing the sand when there is less traffic, you have less wear and tear in your vehicle, reduce the possibility of accident because there is less traffic, and increase your efficiency. But if you decide that 3 a.m. is the sweet hour to sleep, then you will not condition your mind and your company based on the existing environment for success. You have to establish a climate of confidence in the way you manage your projects and manage relationships. If you don't have a climate of confidence, then you will fail. Many people just find 50 reasons why they can't do something. So from the time you go on the site, you tell Ron, the site's soft, you ain't got a bridge, this man this, that man that. You start finding 100 excuses why you can't start the work. So that is not a climate of confidence. Because little do you know, when you believe that you're giving the ministry that excuse, you're giving your workers the excuse to give you later too. Because your workers can turn around and tell you, remember this? So if you start developing excuse for failure, those who are working under you would also give you excuse for their failure. I'm spending this time to let you understand this, because unless you change the attitude and the conditions and your approach to work, you will continue to be in the position you're in today. And if you have projects to be completed, finish them before you bid again. Because you'll find yourself not being able to bid because you'll be blacklisted. Because all of the projects here that are listed that are not completed before the end of the year will be terminated. All the projects that were supposed to be completed by the end of this year, and by the end of this year they're not completed, or they're more than 4 months in excess, once there is no justifiable extension, they'll be terminated. And the records will be sent to the tender board. Are we together? So you have to determine how you develop a climate of confidence and a climate of success in your businesses and your organization. And you have to establish deadlines. It is not only the duty of the project engineers and the ministry to manage your deadlines. You also have to manage your deadlines with your staff. Many of you come to the meetings with the ministry to know that your project is behind schedule as owners of the company. Owning a contracting company does not graduate you out of work, and you believe that you don't turn up with your vehicle and issue instruction. You have then a greater responsibility to ensure that the work is being done. And you can't go and disrupt your site at 9 o'clock in the morning to hold a site meeting. You have to go at 5:30 in the morning before the project starts, before your workers start, so you don't take up productive time. And have your site meetings and have your discussion with your workers. You have to make the sacrifices. You have to put that commitment in. That is the only way you will be successful. I am giving you these encouraging words now because after this is termination. You see, we have to face communities out there. And communities have expectation. We're coming to the end of this year's budget cycle. And the projects must be completed within the budget cycle. Otherwise, you're putting a burden on next year's budget. Everything has an implication. Your slothfulness and inability to complete your project has a fiscal implication, has a budgetary implication. So you have to demonstrate that positivity, create that climate of confidence, conditioning your minds and your employees' minds and your company for success, establishing deadlines, and working in the context of those deadlines yourself. I am not asking any of you to do anything that I'm not doing myself. I could have had this meeting at 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning. But I inconvenience myself and my cabinet members because I don't want to take away from your productive day by asking you to be here at 5:30. I didn't even tell you that there's a dress code. I didn't want that. Come with your pajamas. And yet people can't turn up. So, as insignificant as this may seem, earliness, promptness, being on time is the most important element for success. All the good books tell you that. Not only management tell you that. Earliness. From school you learn. What is the first thing you learn in school, man? The early bird what? If you don't build a culture of timeliness in your own company, don't expect the employees to build it. If you take weekends off to go and Palawi all over the place, party all over the place, don't expect your workers not to also take that leaf out of your book. If you leave your site and your workers see you on your site drinking in the rum shop, don't expect that they're not taking that leaf out of your book. If you turn up on the site with a cooler with your friends, and this is what happens. You and your friend turn up on the site with your cooler in your pickup truck, y'all throw back at the back, bust the cooler, and y'all have cutters and drinks and enjoying life. And your workers watching that, you know. What discipline are you establishing among your workers? You have to lead. I'm not saying don't enjoy your life. Enjoy your life to the maximum. But work hard so you can enjoy it to the maximum. Lead your workers and your team and your company by example. I don't need to do this for you guys, you know. I'm doing this because I don't want you to be I don't want you to fail. You think we want any of you to fail? I am taking this time to talk to you because I want all of you to be successful. I want all my engineers to be successful. I want them to be the best engineers that there is. I want my project managers to be outstanding. My ministers to be outstanding. I want success for every Guyanese, all of you. But you have to want this success. You have to be committed to the success. You have to set continuously higher standard for yourselves. As the economy grows, as project grows, you will be held to higher standards. But you have to embrace those standards. At the government level, at the project management level, at the ministry level, at the contracting level, at the level of the companies. You have to set those standards yourself. If you don't set the standards yourself, then how are you going to create a winning culture in your companies? You have to go out there in the night if you're behind schedule and work. You know, when we used to do Building Expo in the earlier days, and even the ministers now, I will call my ministers and at 1, they're out there in the morning. You have to be there. It's a small society, a small economy. That's how it works in small economy. Small environment. You have to provide that leadership. The Minister of Education, she's not supposed to go and hold all these PTA meetings and community meetings. But it's a small society. They have to be connected to what the people are feeling on the ground. And you too have to be connected with your staff and the project. You have to put the time in. You have to put the effort in. And if you do this, you will see the results. You will enjoy the results. Because delays cost you. Delays cost you. Additional security, additional fuel. It is in your interest. Create an incentive mechanism for your staff to deliver the project on time. Because if they delay it, it will cost you more. But you can't do this if you're establishing an excuse mechanism for failure. No one who is successful in life ever have an excuse mechanism for failure. You have to learn to convert weaknesses to strength. If there is a strength in something, that's a given. If there is weakness, that requires management. That requires leadership. How am I going to convert a weakness in my system into strength? What effort is required? And that is what required more effort. Don't find an excuse for failure. Find a reason to suppress the excuse into success. But you have to do this yourself. You have to lead by example. So I'm not going to go further in this morning. We want you to be successful, but if you don't complete the projects, we'll have no other alternative but to look at termination, to apply liquidated damages, and blacklisting would follow. Are we together? Are we together? Yes, sir. Is there any questions anyone would like to ask? Is there any excuse anyone would like to offer? Is there any excuse anyone would like to offer? I want to hear y'all answer, you know. Is there any excuse? I just tell y'all an attitude of confidence. There is a... No. Is there any excuse anyone would like to offer? No, well, then let's part ways. And may the good Lord be with all of you.